Yo, peace, 13 love, 13 wisdom. Just showing y'all, I definitely got something on my head. 13 knowledge, 13 respect. Rise of flies, 8 nines. I am royal obey. Son of big, I'm mama, that's rules, niggas, naginis. Hey, check this out, yo. Here's a movie I think a lot of people should check out. I don't know if y'all ever seen it before. It's called Johnny Mnemonics with Keanu Reeves. I believe it came out in like 97 or something like that. 97. It's like 95, 97, something like that. G, go look it up though. But listen, in this movie, it's talking about a lot of events that's already played out. And another good movie is um uh Soylent Green. It's an old movie from like the 50s, I think. That's talking about the Impossible Burger and shit like that. Um, then you have Johnny Mnemonics for Johnny Mnemonics and stuff like that. Um, they mentioned the iPhone in this movie, and when I looked it up, it mentioned the iPhone in this movie 7 years before the first iPod was ever introduced. So, what does that tell you? It tells you several things. That tells you that the government is getting information from these secret, top secret, like agencies. No, not top secret. These top secret files from the government, different technologies and weapons and stuff like that, and beings that they're dealing with and stuff like that. They're getting this stuff from the Pentagon. They're getting this stuff from the Pentagon. This information, all this stuff. It also tells you that they are telling you what they're going to do before they do it. Okay, so in this movie, it mentions the iPhone 7 years before the iPod came out. And I think the iPhone didn't come out till probably about another 4 or 5 years. It might have been only 4 years after the iPod came out because we had a long series of iPods. Um, it might have been earlier than that. When the first iPod came out, like 2004, so it might have been like 94. But they also mentioned 5G in the movie too, but they don't call it 5G. But what they say is they also introduced transhumanism too. And they also introduced the one world credit when everything is going to be like stored to you, and like on a biological, either like in a biological chip that's put inside of you, or it's going to be stored on like a mainframe of some type of artificial intelligence. They tell you about that too in that movie. But they speak about 5G because there's a plague that's taking place that everybody in the movie believes is coming from, because they dealing with transhumanism. This movie drops a lot of shit. We're really living the Johnny Mnemonics era right now. But anyway, um, people were getting upgrades to their bodies to become better in whatever they did. A lot of people did this for assassins and bounty hunters. They would upgrade their bodies to make it easier to catch, their bounties. But they said that this thing called the Black Shakes was coming from the upgrades, but the upgrades were actually also not only to help improve people's body, quote unquote, improve their body, but it was also there to help get rid of the Black Shakes, because the Black Shakes actually didn't come from that. It came from the radiation of the technology that was all around them. 5G. This is the fifth generation or the fifth stage of their plan. It ain't gonna work. The funny thing is, it's not gonna work because they are they don't have no control. They don't really run anything. Like a majority of these people who you see out here, that's even that you don't see, that's like in the secret quote unquote government and all that. These people are just these people are just pawns. You're looking at pawns. If you're looking at any type of person of authority in this realm, they're just pawns. Ultimately, all of them are pawns. The ones that they are working for is not even here yet, on the planet yet. but their spirit is starting to creep on the planet. But it's a lot of, if you look around, like my other uncle said, every time, I mean, if you look around, there's a lot of good stuff that's going on too. It's really more good stuff than bad stuff, especially if you stop watching the news and you stop, because you control a lot in your reality. And what I mean by your reality, I mean within your electromagnetic field known as the aura. You control a lot of your realm. You feel me? What's going to happen to take place to you. So if a lot of people just cut off their TV and stop watching the news, a lot of stuff will stop happening. And then it's not saying that everything will stop happening and that everything will just disappear, like the rapes and killings. No, that stuff still is going to take place, but it's going to get you out of seeing it as something that you just viewed on TV in a virtual world, because that's going deeper on the smarter you or the higher you who is interpreting things on another levels and different ideas and realms. So okay, your body is a more intelligent version of yourself as well, but the only thing is it has to be directed. Your body is dealing with your first world. Oh wait, first, you know what? I'm not even gonna go into that. How did I come over here to go into that? See, y'all be trying to catch me. But listen, man, listen. You control a lot of stuff in your reality by what you think, by what you eat, by what you do every day. You're making your reality as you go every day. And you solidify your reality in your dream state. This is why you want to be aware over here and aware is just as aware over there, so that you can be sure and be, see, ancestors. So that you can be sure of what you're creating over here. So let that marinate and think about what I just said to you, because I still got it. I know what I said to you. No, I'm joking. I'm just joking. But listen, check those movies out: Johnny Mnemonics and Soylent Green. Now, I know a lot of people know about Soylent Green, but I ain't hear a lot of people speak about Johnny Mnemonics. But that movie with Keanu Reeves, a lot of movies with Keanu Reeves, any movie with Keanu Reeves, it's gonna have jewels in it, because he's a Jew, or a Jew, a fake Jew. So he's a Jew. So, no offense, I fuck with him. I like a lot of the movies that he do, but I'm just keeping it 100 and we're keeping it real with you, because just because something might be a demon doesn't mean necessarily it's against you. That's just its natural nature. 13 love, 13 wisdom, 13 knowledge, 13 respect. Rise up and fly high, stay true like them nines. I'm real obey. So no big old mama, natural rules, niggas, and they guineas.